If you're feeling unproductive, or maybe just a little unorganized, you're trying to figure out everything, get everything sorted in your week, but you feel like you're not getting enough done, in this video, I'm gonna hop on the laptop and show you guys exactly how I set up my week in Google Calendar so that I get more things done and I don't feel as overwhelmed. So if you're interested in this video, keep on watching. Alright, so here we are. This is my calendar for the week. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to set up your calendars using the time blocking method. Time blocking is basically a time management method that asks you to divide your day into blocks of time, right? Each block is dedicated to accomplishing a specific task or a group of tasks, and only those tasks. I will show you how to do that. There are other methods that you can use. I am going to link below a great resource where you can learn more about this method as well as others. So I'm going to show you how to block off your time so you can get more done and really feel like you're moving forward with your goals. So I'm just showing you my time blocks. None of my appointments are actually in this calendar just for privacy reasons for my clients. So let's go over to a blank time. Before I go, I just want to show you that, as you can see, like this is all under, these are all of my different calendars. And for example, my in-office calendar, if I want to just take that off, like if I didn't want to see that at the moment, I could just literally click on it and it would remove that from my view so that all I'm looking at is the rest of my day. Now, obviously you're gonna need a Gmail account. Once you have a Gmail account, you're good to go. So this is what it's basically gonna look like, blank. And Gmail just kind of gives you some standard stuff, birthdays, reminders, holidays in your country. You can click these off if you want to, you can keep them, it's totally up to you. But how you're gonna create your calendars, first you have to sit down and figure out, all right, well, if I'm going to create some calendars, what are these calendars going to be? Because these are just going to be based on my life. Your calendars will be different, obviously, and this is how you're going to do this. So I'm just going to come over here to others where this plus sign is. Click on that, create a new calendar. Now, one of the calendars, we're calling it is routine. I like to do the calendar names in capital letters. You can write a description if you want, but you don't have to. And then all you're gonna do is create the calendar here. So I'm gonna go ahead and create the rest of these calendars. So there we go. If you look at the side here, now we have a bunch of different calendars: content creation, in-office, me time, personal, research, routine, and work tasks. Now, whichever one is checked off means what will show up over here. You can also change the color of each calendar by just clicking on the options here, and you can choose a color. Now, I would suggest you choose different colors for the time blocking method because it just makes it so much easier when you're looking at it and it's colorful. So yeah, you choose your colors, whatever that is. Obviously these colors are too close to each other, so I'm gonna just choose maybe like yellow for that, and I don't know, maybe brown for that or something, and maybe like a dark green for that one. And then I'm just gonna click that off for now. Okay, so now that we have the calendars in, now we're gonna actually create or add them into your calendar, your actual weekly calendar. So let's start with routine. I wake up at 6 a.m. Monday to Friday. So you just click on there. If you wanna open it up bigger so you can get more options, just click more options. So, like I said, this is a part of our routine. So see, now we have beside this little icon here, calendars, when you click on the drop down, you can see the different ones. So you actually want to click on routine. The color that's associated with routine will come up. You can change this color as well. It's up to you. Like, you can change it for individual appointments, but we'll just leave it for now. So let's say we wake up. Oops, it switched because all right, there we go. Wake up plus date. All right, and you can set the time. So 6 a.m. till, let's say, 7:30. Actually, I want to put 6 a.m. to 7:15 because that's actually more accurate. Perfect. As I said, this happens every Monday to Friday. So you just click where it says does not repeat, you click on the down arrow, and then it gives you all these options. Every weekday, Monday to Friday, boom. If you need to put a notification for that, you can, and it'll notify you whether you want to be notified by an email or just a notification that pops up on your phone or something, but I don't need that because my alarm does that for me. In this section here, you can also put whether you're busy or whether you're free. This is helpful, especially if you share your calendars with other people. The default visibility, like, this is also helpful if you share your calendars with other people because they'll be able to see these things. If you want to make it private, then you make it private. If you, obviously for this, I'm busy. I believe most of the time when you're creating a calendar, it just automatically puts you as busy. So you can change it to free need be. And then you can put any description you want in here. Like maybe you meditate, you have your hour of power, you eat your breakfast, whatever, you can put it all in there, but you don't have to. Again, if you wanted other people to be a part of this particular calendar, you could add them here just by putting in their email address. And then, of course, guest permissions. Whoever is on this calendar, they can invite others, they can see who else is on here, they can modify the event. If you don't want them to do any of those things, then you just click those off. But I haven't added anybody, so it won't matter. Then I save. Once you save, now you see every Monday to Friday for the unforeseeable future. As you can see, it's here. This is the weekly view. If you wanted a day view, you could see it like this. So this is your day, Monday the 16th. If you wanted a monthly view, see how it's here every month, every day, Monday to Friday for the rest of November, and it continues into December, and it will continue and continue unless you set that you want it to end a certain time. I'll show you how to do that. It also has a yearly view. You could also see the next 4 days on your schedule, like however you want to look at it. I prefer to stick to the weekly view so I can see my whole week. So okay, we have this it. Now that we have the wake up time, it's just best to put in, like, some people put in sleep as a calendar. I don't do that. I don't need that part because I know that I go to my bed like 11 p.m. So what I do instead is my me time calendar. I actually put from 9. This would be me time. And I'm not specific about the me time. I don't like the idea of boxing myself in because anything could happen in that time. I could go for a drink, I could just chill, I could stay home, but I feel that it's important, and it's also important for your time management to put that time in so you can see it. Because if you're anything like me, especially when you're working on a lot of different things, you will sometimes just work and work and work and never actually put in time for yourself. And it's so, so, so important. So obviously you have all that in, and we're gonna save it here. So now it is here every day, Monday to Friday, me time, 9 to 11 p.m. I do it until 11 p.m. because I know that 11 p.m. is my bedtime. If you wanted to put bedtime at 11 p.m. down here, you could do that in the, and add that as like a routine thing. So you could put, you don't have to do this, but you can. Nope. Bedtime. Just a simple, and because it starts at 11, and you could just put literally from 11 to 11:15, because short time, short. And of course, it does repeat. This is every weekday. And this would go under the routine section, and you save it. So as you can see, I made a little mistake here. If you click on it, it says from November 16th to the 17th. It's thinking it was a whole day kind of thing, so that's why it looks like that. So when you want to edit, you just click on the thing in the calendar that you want to edit, click on edit the event. Then obviously we're gonna make it the day. It's from 11 p.m. to 11:15 p.m. Monday to Friday, and we save. Now, what will happen is it's gonna say, do you want to just edit this particular day, November 16th, or do you want to edit all of the days? Because remember, this is an event that happens every Monday to Friday, and I want to edit every event. If you were just making a specific tweak to that day, you would just click this event and it would only edit for that day. So then you can click OK, and when we go back, boom, here we have it. So I like to start this way with when you're waking up and when you're going to sleep, so that now you have all this time in between to fill for your schedule. Also, another setting that I like is I like my week to start on the Monday. So right now it's starting on the Sunday. I like it to start on the Monday. So you can just click down here and put Monday. And there you go. It's saved. Go back. Now, see? There you go. I prefer it like this. So here we have our start and finish. So now let's add some things to the schedule. Always remember, you don't have to pack your schedule. Like I commute from home to work from 7:30 to 8 a.m. So I leave that little buffer between 7:15 and 7:30 for just whatever. Like for example, if maybe I'm running a little bit behind, maybe I didn't wake up right at 6 o'clock, or maybe I was trying to get something else done in the meantime. Just having that buffer, like you don't have to block off every single minute. It's okay if there are blanks between. So this would go under routine, but I do want to change the color so that I know that it's me going to work or something like that. It's totally up to you. Obviously, I'm busy at that moment, 7:30 to 8 a.m. It always blocks it off in like hour increments, but you can change it down to 8:30. Again, this repeats every Monday to Friday. Boom. Make sure everything's good. Save. And now there you go. It's important to put in your commute time, because those things do take time out of your day, and if you're not realistic about how much time you actually do have in the day, then you're going to feel really discouraged when you're not getting all the things that you want to get done. You're going to feel like, okay, am I not doing it right? Like, whatever. So you obviously have to commute home and after work, to work and from work. This repeats. Save it. So now there you go. Now for me, the commute at the end of the day is a little bit longer, because I use this 8 to 9 p.m. time to clean up everything in the studio, and then I travel home. So there we have it. Now we can start filling up all of this. I'm in the office on Mondays. Here. Now, if you want to make a custom, I'm going to show you how to do this, because I'm not in the office the same hours every day, right? So I go down to custom, And all you do is you can click on the days. So I'm in the office seeing physical clients Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. I start at 1. If you know that this schedule isn't gonna last forever, or obviously nothing really lasts forever, but you know what I mean. If you know it's gonna end at a certain time, then you can click this option and then put in the date as to when this schedule is gonna end. Or if you want it to end after 13 weeks, then 14 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever you can put it. But I just always leave it as never, and then when I'm ready to switch it, I switch it, and I'll show you how to do that. But yeah, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Done there. And it's actually from 1 until 8 o'clock. Boom. And this calendar belongs to the in-office calendar, so that will change its color. And for this one, I actually put free, and I save. So now we have that dedicated time on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. I'm gonna just put in the rest really quickly so that I can show you how to put each of your daily tasks into your calendar. So here we go. We basically have the basis for your schedule. Now that we have the blocks, now let's actually take your to-do list, all the things that you need to get done, and break them down into these different schedules. So for content creation, for example, I would need to film. I would also need to edit videos. So I'm just gonna click on a blank spot, and I'm gonna put filming, for example. Now, because each Monday and Tuesday I do some filming now, I just put filming and then the colon, so that each week I can put in which video specifically I'm filming. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this for every Monday, for example, and the filming, I can do that from 9 to 10:30, and I could repeat that every Monday. But because I want this color to change slightly, because this that I'm creating it for would be yes, for content creation, but I want the color to change to maybe orange, right? So that I know this is for filming specifically. Now, because I have two different YouTube channels, I actually have two calendars, one for the Unchained CEO YouTube filming stuff and one for my personal channel. So I would actually have a calendar that says the Unchained CEO or T.U.C. YouTube, and then it would have a corresponding color with that. But because it's a part of content creation, it would fall under the content creation time block specifically. And then this is where I actually like to put in some notes. So if, for example, say that I know I'm filming this video, I would put Google Calendar video, right? But like I said, I'm creating a time block because I want to do this every single Monday. So I'm not going to put anything else in here right now. I'm just going to save it. And then if we go to our monthly view, it shows the first two things, but when you click on 8 more, you're gonna see. So now see here, 9 a.m. filming and a blank. But if you look at it, every Monday, it says 9 a.m. filming, blank. So then what I can do, come back to my weekly view, and like I said, edit and put in Google Calendar, because that's the video that I'm editing this week. If there's any specific things that I want to remind myself, I can say, okay, record, screen, I don't know, test, audio. Like, I could just put things in here if I wanted to. If I had a document, for example, like this document here, where I already had all my notes and my script for that video, I could attach it to this calendar or this event. So we're gonna save it. Now when we save, it's gonna ask us if we want just this event, and yes, we do, because we don't want Google Calendar to show up on every Monday's filming calendar, right? So this event, it's okay. So now it says Google Calendar. So when I look at Monday, I see that, hey, I'm filming the Google Calendar video from 9 to 10:30. If I go back to the monthly view, you're gonna see that on the 16th, it says filming Google Calendar. But if you head over to the following week, the 23rd, it just says filming. And that's for me to fill in specifically which video I'm gonna be filming. It's a great way to organize your calendar in terms of like content creation. This could also be maybe the day that you create all of your social media posts. I try to only check my emails once for the day. I don't let them bombard me all throughout the day. So I also use this time for social media, check any messages that I've gotten on social media as well as emails. This is what I usually do. If the base color, now this happens so it's custom Monday, Tuesday, Thursday in that bracket. Your in-office time, for me, my clients' appointments go in here, so I would literally just block in my clients' appointments. If someone's coming in from 10 to 11, I'd put that in. That I don't typically have to do myself because I have synced Acuity, which is my online scheduling and booking system, with my Google Calendar. So when someone goes to my website and books an appointment, as soon as it's booked, it's put directly into my calendar like that. The other beautiful thing about using Google Calendar is, let's say for example, that I was supposed to film this video today, but for whatever reason something came up and I couldn't. All I have to do is click and hold and drag it over to another day, and it will just confirm if I want to do this for all the events or just this one, and I can just put just this event. And now it's moved to Thursday into the content creation side. I love the flexibility of Google Calendar for you to be able to just easily shift things over. Maybe someone wants to meet with you, maybe a client wants to meet with you, and this is the time they have, and you got to know what's priority and what's most important. So you decide that, okay, this filming can wait. I'll meet up with this client first thing in the morning and I can film either afterwards or later. It's totally up to you. If I don't have clients all throughout the day, anything that I wasn't able to get done in the morning, what I actually do is I end up moving it down to later on in the day so that I could finish it before the day is done. Then at the end of the day, you can look at your schedule, your calendar, and see, okay, what things did I not get done today? And you can look at the rest of your calendar and see where you can fit them in. One important thing that you should be doing every week, I used to do this on Sundays, but because I really want my Sundays to just be personal time for myself, where I just take my mind off of work, I'm gonna start doing this Saturdays, which is just an event. So I plan out my week for next week, and this can repeat every evening from 6 to 7 p.m. on a Saturday. And it would go under my work tasks, right? And I save it. And basically what you're planning is what you see right here. What are you doing next week? What's happening here? You can look at your calendar, you can look at your goals, look at the specific things that you have to get done, and you can start putting them in as events. Say that you're going on a trip. I'm gonna just use here and create an event. Say that I'm going on a trip. Oh my goodness, can't spell today. Trip to Mexico, let's say. Let's say this just as a weekend thing. It's literally, you're leaving on Friday and it's an all day thing. Let's just put all day. From Friday, you're not coming back until Sunday, right? Doesn't repeat, it's all day. You're gonna be gone. Now, you're not necessarily gonna be gone all day on Friday, but I'm gonna show you what I do just so I can see it. So this is under personal for me. So I save this. So immediately now, for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, at the top of those schedules, you will see this trip to Mexico. Obviously, all of these things that you would typically do on your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday may not apply anymore. So what I do, say that I know that my flight is leaving at 9 p.m. or something. Let's just say my flight is leaving at 9 p.m. I'm meeting up with Stacy for a drink before I go on my trip. Flight to Mexico. The other beautiful thing is when you get confirmations from the airline for the, I don't know how long it takes to fly to Mexico. What is that, like 3 hours? When you get confirmations for your departure, your flights and stuff like that, you could literally put this into your calendar through the email that they sent you. Most emails will say something like, at the bottom it'll say add this to your calendar. When you click on it, it'll add it to your calendar for you. So all of these things you could literally go in and delete, and when you delete it, it's gonna ask you again, delete all or just this one. You just wanna delete today's because this is not going to apply to you while you're in Mexico. Your schedule is probably gonna change quite a bit, which is fine. You may choose that because you know you're going to Mexico, you're gonna move this plan your week out to Friday evening after you finish work before you meet up with Stacy, right? This commute can stay the same because maybe this is commuting to the airport, right? And you can get rid of all of these if you want to. You don't have to do this. Like, you could literally leave it and just, you know that if you know you're not planning on sticking to your schedule in terms of your sleep-wake schedule, then you could just delete it, or you could leave it. You know what's what. But just so that you're not cluttering your calendar too much, especially if you have very specific things that you're going to be doing in Mexico, and maybe you want to put those into your calendar so you know. Maybe you have a tour that's happening from 8 a.m. till 12 noon and you want to put that in. Maybe there's a dinner you're going to, maybe whatever. You could put all that in, or you could put nothing because it's blank, and as you can see at the top it says trip to Mexico, so we know you're going to Mexico, you're going to be gone, and all is good. And then if you look at next week, everything is still there as per usual for that. The other beautiful thing is, say for example, you're going to have this meeting with Stacy. I know it's a personal thing, but maybe you just want to make sure, because who knows, maybe Stacy is that person that from time to time she forgets some things and whatever. So you want to add Stacy to this meeting so that she doesn't forget. This is where you can add a guest. All you would need is Stacy's email address. You put that in, and once you add Stacy, it's literally gonna say one guest awaiting. I'm not sending this, but if you click on email guests, it will actually send an email to your guest to invite them to this meeting that the two of you are having. When they accept it, it will now show up in their calendar so that they can get a reminder. Also, if you, maybe this isn't an in-person meeting. Maybe this is a Google meeting, or not a Google meeting, a Zoom meeting. You can actually put in the details in the description for your private Zoom room with all the details for how they can connect into it, so that when it's time for you guys to meet at 6 p.m., all they got to do is click on their calendar and the link to your Zoom room is right here and everybody's good to go. If you and Stacy were meeting at a restaurant, you could put in the address or the name of the restaurant, like, I don't know, let's say pizza. All these pizza places are popping up depending on the name of the pizza place. And you could just click on a pizza place and now it's there. Then once you save this, see? Now it says pizza friendly pizza. You know exactly where you're going, and if you click on it, you'll see the address, you'll see all that, and you'll even see if Stacy accepted your invite, all of that stuff. So this is just a quick breakdown of it. There is so much more I could go into about creating your calendar, but I just want you to get a feel for it, because honestly, it's such a great way, so easy to have it digitally, because now I may be on my laptop, but I can access this from any of my devices that I've synced up with my Google account, and now I can see it on my phone. If I need to make any changes, I can make those changes on my phone, and they'll just happen really easy, really simple. I can add people, take people off, create calendars, do whatever I need to do. So if you guys really enjoyed that, or you want to see more time management type videos, go ahead and comment below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out some of these other videos while you're here, and we'll see you next week.